want money, and if you're part of Gen Z, you want it ASAP. But the question is, how do you get it, and how do you get it super quick? Wanting to be rich is not bad. Profit is actually a wonderful word. So why do the older folk, your parents especially, frown when you want to follow your rich rainbow? Let's find out what you have to ask. And I'm going to start looking at some of these trending questions. I get this asked all the time. And you people are asking, I want to be rich at 13. And why is it such a big problem? Rich at 13, goodness, people didn't want to be rich because they had high moral grounds, and you want to be rich at 13. You need to understand why people frown when you say at the dinner table, Papa and Mama, I want to be rich. We have been a rich country in the very distant past, and then we became a very, very poor country in the more recent centuries. And when generation after generation, people have no hope of making it big, of being rich, then it's easier to discard money and wealth and richness as being evil, as being haath ka mail, ill-gotten gains, all the words we've constructed to say money is bad. It's because generations of us had no hope to get rich. Please understand, give them empathy. 91 was the big change, and from then on, India has had a new path, and you have been born in an economically free country. We're getting a new generation gap because of the difference of attitudes towards wealth that your parents have and you have. They grew up not knowing that money is good. So talk to your parents. Onboard them with this new thought. Tell them getting rich is a part of doing well, and that is what I'm going to do. And then the next question I get asked all the time, which is, can I get rich very quickly? Everybody wants to get rich very quickly right now. And here's the thing. Getting rich very quickly is more a matter of luck than any plan. Okay, so you want to get rich very quickly, buy a lottery ticket, find a multi-bagger stock if you can, find an undiscovered cousin of Bitcoin if you can. Right? So it really is a matter of being in the right place at the right time. It's not a part of a strategy which will get you rich very quickly. It's just a matter of luck. You have many, many, many ways of getting rich. You can build your own enterprise, your own unicorn. You can get funded. You can follow a profession. It is now in India that professionals like lawyers, doctors, CEOs, they are all seriously wealthy as well. So you choose your profession, your dream. Or you could just be a social media influencer, and some of the kids are really doing well. You choose your dream, you put in the hard work, and the money has no option but to follow. We have Michelle, who's 16 years old, from Gurugram, and she sent this really interesting question.
Hi Monica, I just wanted to ask, is it possible for me to be rich and free of problems by 30?
You know what, Michelle, problems don't go away. We all think that when we have the money, when we get rich, we'll have a problem-free life, it'll all be fine. But it's just that the nature of your problems changes. So when you're very, very rich, you may have a problem that you couldn't get a charter plane and you had to settle for a first-class seat. I mean, imagine that. So your problems will change, your problems will still be there. But let's take your question. So remember, what you need to do to getting rich is, first, you have to get money self-sufficient. Understand that difference. You will get rich, but first step is to get self-sufficient. When I started to swim, I first learned the basic strokes in the shallow before I dared to go to the deep. So look at being rich as being the deep end, and money self-sufficiency is the shallow end. You're trying to do that. Understanding money, trying to get rich is the same thing. Your first step is to be money self-sufficient, and this means not having to ask your parents for money, because you are managing to either make your own or doing small jobs, whatever it is that you're doing, you are money self-sufficient. Yes, Michelle, you can be rich by 30. Yes, you can do it easily, because your generation especially has a great focus on being wealthy. But being problem-free, that's not a sure deal. If, like Michelle, you have your own questions on money, write into us here.